Isn't this a sight to see after so long? Oh, but this is new. What do this be? Hiya Borkers, I'm Jalen Fulf, and welcome back to Baba Is You. Last time we were here, we actually finished the main game for Baba. Now, I'd like to address that there were some extra features of this game that I would say didn't necessarily... Here, I'm gonna do something here. Last time we were here, we finished the main game. I don't want to go into further details on the rest of the game. I will say, though, it's a lot of meta stuff, and I managed to 100% it off camera, so the main story is done. I'm not torturing myself with the rest of the story anyways, but I am gonna torture myself with something different. I have two additional, I have two custom level packs from a single creator. If you want to check out Hot, the creator of these two particular level packs that I'm going to show you today, then please feel free to subscribe to them. The link can be found down in the description below. They're just going to keep posting more stuff over and over as they go. Yeah, I can't words right now, but yeah, I'm going to start things off with Life and Death up here. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, both of these are extremely old, and when I initially downloaded them, both basically were broken. The recent updates to the beta version of Baba broke certain aspects of these levels that they wouldn't even work. However, with a bit of research into what was going on and a bit of trying to understand what the intent was, I managed to fix some of these, including in one of these, not this one coming up, but Super Baba 64. In the next one, I am showing off a level in which someone did, in the comments of that video, recommend a new feature that was added into recent updates to the game, a new aspect to the game that wasn't incorporated in the current downloadable version of that level pack. I have managed to fix that level with that aspect, and it just suddenly changes the intent. When I get to that level pack next time, I will show that off and tell you what exactly changed in that level. As far as Life and Death is concerned, nothing should be changed, although letters have been re-added to make it work. Because at the time, the object palette wasn't even in, and the letters for the older palette just broke. So I had to add the new letters in place of it. So it should work just the same way as before. Although I do want to point out that this version of Life and Death has two additional, or I think, did I say two? I meant 4 additional levels that weren't in the original Life and Death video, which can also be linked down in the description. So anyway, onto the puzzle. Let's go. All right. Now, we're in a territory of level editor, so you're gonna see a lot of stuff that you'd never saw in the main game. For instance, right now we have the basics of Baba Is You, but suddenly, flag is defeat. Well, let's see about that, shall we? I figured. But we also have at the upper left-hand corner that cannot be changed. Flag without Baba is win. Now I remember a walkthrough telling me some things. But the execution that I want to bring to the table with this one might not exactly be there, if I think this through. Or does it? Let me see this real quick. The principle I want to make is, because these two are editable, I think I want to make flag as you. And then, since there's no way to kill off Baba, other than just what I did by forcing Baba into the flag, in which case nothing is used then, I actually need to do some object transformation, actually. So, I think what I want to do here is try to change Baba as you into flag as you, and then change Baba into flag. Now, the video explains one way to do it, but I think I'm going to try a unique way. And yes, I'm going to make reference to that video, because I've seen that video way too many times to remember some of the puzzles. I'm just going to try to act like I don't even know it. So, secrets for those of you that are in this part. So, the intent, we don't need defeat. I can just push this to the side here. I don't even need that. Nothing is defeat. But what is you becomes flag. But now the ultimate thing to change. Baba is flag, and we win. And now we see the map has two different sides. We have a side representing life, and the other side representing death, hence the name Life and Death. I think all of the levels in here are themed around this area as well. So you have the heaven side, basically, the Garden of Eden, the good side, if you will. Then we also have the bad side, the depths of hell, the rocks of the spooky side, if you will. The spooky bad side. So, I'm going to try to go through these as much as possible. I'm going to start at level 1. Reincarnate. Let's go. Our first goal is Baba's You. We have Baba's You, right? Now, we also have wall is stop, bird is bird, crab is crab, text is float, and water is sink. So ultimately we don't necessarily have object transformation here. But actually we do. We do have some level of object transformation. Oh yeah, text is float, so I can't sync the text. So, which means if I did this, right? I was gonna say... Truthfully, though, I do want to kind of do this to demonstrate what you shouldn't do in this case, because this could be a fail. This could be a fail on some major levels. First idea you could try is Baba's bird, but yeah, kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? I think I want to try a chain here. Because with the text without, as we saw in the first level, says the object is applied, the principle is applied if the thing that says without actually isn't there. So if I wanted to do this, I think the chain would have to be bird without Baba is you, and that would mean going like this. But how do we get rid of Baba? We have a water here. So, and now the music's still going because the bird is us now. Next, we need crab. So, we do the same thing. Crab without bird is you. Like so. And suddenly, we lose a bird and get crab. Now, I want to make crab as win, however, here's one thing that defeats the purpose. You see though that crab without win up there? There's a reason why it's there, because if I try to make crab as win right away, I'm no longer crab. I first need to defeat the purpose. And the big way to do that, crab without Baba is you. Because then if I break this, no worries, it's gone. Then I don't need without bird, all I have to worry about is just say crab is win, and we're done. I'm sure many of you that are watching this game are like, oh yeah, I surely remember the Sokoban style controls, because this is definitely Sokoban with that gigantic twist. I'll tell you that much. In fact, Hot 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 also made another world on the creator community called Hot Sokoban, which demonstrates the intent here. If I'm correct here. So, let me do the next thing, and I'll go to level 2, 3 lives. Alright, what do we make with 3 lives here? The changeables are Baba's U and Kia's push. We have a skull next to skull, and an on behind some rubble. Now, rubble's defined here, so I'll tell you what it is. Goes without Baba's move. Love on Ghost is Baba. While is stop. Not Baba's not you. So ultimately, Baba's you can't be changed. Key is open. Rubble is shut and defeat. So the first step, because we don't have a Baba, we're forced to play out the first move. Ghost's move gets on Love and creates our first Baba. That's the first of 3 lives, it looks like. So now, what next? Rubble is shut and defeat just says, oh, try to go in here, bam, you're done. But it also says Rubble is shut. We have a key is open already enforced. So, this is our 1 key, bam. I could also do the same thing down there, but then we'd be soft locked, and that would be the whole point. And I can demonstrate this now just by saying, oh, go here. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do. I can't get access to the on anymore. I would have to access the on like that. I'm working with my thought process here. So now the next step. Looks like we need 3 keys. I think, now because we have 2 lives, maybe we can use the Babas in a way. Let's first try Baba on Skulla's key. I mean, hold on. First, I say Baba on Skulla's key by just going straight up for it, but let me demonstrate what happens if we just go straight for Baba's key first, because I'm pretty sure many of you would be thinking that. So we do this first, which forces the ghost to move, but Baba's key forces us in the next move to transform, and then again with the transformation, Ghost then infinitely moves and we can't do anything. So we cannot make ourselves key off the bat. But we can still define ourselves as key on condition, hence why I had the idea of Baba on Skull as key from before that demonstration. Why do I say Baba on Skull is key? I'll demonstrate. There. Object transformation on condition. But we're not done. Ghost's move, Love is Baba. But key is not pushed, so I can still make another key just like this. I have no more lives. I could go in and be like this, but then without lives, Ghost moves infinitely and there's no point. So, we need to break this somehow, but we need 3 keys. We only have 2 stacked on top of each other. Ultimately, this could turn into 3 stacked on top of each other if we wanted to. I already see my 3rd object transformation right there, but some other demonstrations could be remove the key, remove is, remove skull. Really, I want to see what happens. I know what happens, and I'm seeing that right away. Just remove the on, and it ultimately becomes skull as key. Like that. Because now we don't have a skull. I can then go, oh, you go down here, we don't need you. I mean, that defeats the purpose. It's not really, like, there, anything. In the same principle, we don't need this on. We can just put this here, too. I'm like, okay, maybe if we don't need this stuff, why do you need it there anyway? The other thing that I worry about is, Hut, why do you have so much space? Couldn't you stop us with more walls? But then again, what I did there was not really important to the whole puzzle solution in its own. All I need to worry about is just taking care of these rubbles, getting to the flag, and defeating the level. Our next level looks to be Spreading Joy, but we also have this bonus level over here, which relates, in fact, to level 2. Why is it called Broken Life System? I'll demonstrate. This time we have Ghost is Ghost, Text is Float, Tile is Sink, but can become Win. Ghost without Baba is Move, Baba is You. Love is Weak and has Baba, so no longer Love on Ghost is Baba. While is Stop, we have a Ghost and a Love up there. So ultimately, we could potentially create something like Love Make Ghost or Ghost Make Love. That could be a thing. And like before, our first move is forced. Oh! Now because Love is Weak and has Baba is the rule of this time, it forces the BAM to happen instead of, oh, object transformation. But what about what our goal is? Remember I said my first instinct was to make either Love Make Ghost or Ghost Make Love? I want to see what ends up happening if I just sunk those upper 2 tiles over here. So let's sink our first Baba. Then we're going to go to our second Baba and sink that. And then that forces the last Love to release the last Baba. But this is the beauty of why this level's called Broken Life System. Because we don't have Love on the board. We still have a Ghost on the board. Love Make Ghost does nothing right now. Love Make Ghost will do nothing because we don't have a Love on the board. So the only thing we can make is Ghost Make Love. But remember that by moving, but remember that without Baba, Ghost is Move. So ultimately, prepare yourself for an infinite amount of weak hits with this Ghost Make Love moment. I mean, that extra love was there anyway. Why not get rid of it too? What do we mean by this? Oh, you're interested in this, aren't you? It's creating infinite Babas. If I went too far, ultimately this thing would lag, but the beauty of this is that I can just keep going and... oh, wait. I want them to line up instead. I am creating pointless sinks, I'm aware of that. So I could just do this, and then sink you. And I think what I want to do, our end goal at the very end, I could say start sinking the left tiles, but that goes nowhere. Ultimately, the end goal would be to just create those infinite amount of Babas again, and then do the exact same thing, but then we'd have to create more Babas, and that's kind of creating the complexity here. And remember, as well, I've seen this video many times before, the Hempuli, the developer of Baba's U, added a too complex mechanic in the game to prevent lag from happening, instantaneous lag, and a lot of objects within a level. He wants to create the FPS, he wants to prevent the FPS issue. But nonetheless, let's continue with what we're doing here. Ultimately, sinking Babas, you see how the Babas are stacking? All the stacked Babas are gonna sink directly on the tile. They're not like, oh, sink one and that's it. Every single one of them stacked on top of each other is gonna sink, like this. So why am I creating this line here? I'll share when it gets close to the time. So I'm gonna create more. Alright, now this looks good enough. This looks good enough. So let's start creating the thing. Tile is win. Let's get tile is win out of the way. Oh. So, by creating tile is win, it should be tile is sink, right? Think about this for a moment. If I switch to tile is win now, would Baba's sink? As in the Baba on the upper left corner near my face cam sink, as well as the Baba where it's changing, because that win is on top of a tile? I wonder how the rule parser... I know how the rule... I think the rule parser doesn't apply the old rule when a turn ends. I think it just applies this. Yep, I told you so. Alright, on to the next level, and this one's a bit strange to think about because spreading joy. For those of you watching the hot video as alongside this, you may also notice that this level and maybe 3 other levels on this board were not in that video. So I'm gonna be doing this one relatively blind. I may have done this one before, but let's just go on and see what we can see. Level 3, Spreading Joy. What do we got here? Alright, Ghost is you, Wall is stop. Ghost near flag and flower is defeat. Flag on flower is win. And we have another... And we have yet another... I'll tell you right now, we have yet another exclusive here. Ghost on flag is safe. Alright, I'm gonna do some prep. First, we don't have a flower on the board. We do not have a flower on the board. So I'm gonna do this, right? Although I want to do this a little differently, because really, I want to make a flower. But I also want it as far away as possible, because ultimately we're gonna make flowers more, and when Ghost is near both flag and flower at the same time, it's just boom. But if Ghost reaches the flag in time, it doesn't happen. So first we have Ghost make flower, which creates this. Now because Ghost is not near flag at the same time, Ghost does not defeat. But I want to do a thing. My instinct tells me that I gotta start running the moment I switch on flower is more. I'm gonna try to do this step by step, just to show you guys the process for doing this. Are you ready? Now this is where things get difficult, because Yep, it works. Alright, I'm gonna go back into that level real quick because I want to show you something and how my process actually went when I first did this. Okay, so when I did this, I was like, yeah, I definitely want to do Ghost Make Flower here, right? But then the thing I want to do now is just create flowers more, right? So first I thought, hey, make it here. But ultimately, putting it here, I don't have enough space. What ends up happening is... Yup. Ghost is gone. At least I showed you the real solution first. That's all that matters. But on to level 4 DNA. Flag is you. Baba is you. Wall is stop. Flag is win. Box is stop and shut. Not flag is not flag. So ultimately, creating flag defeats the purpose here. So the level creator knew that defeating creating flag by something defeats the purpose here, and we cannot create a flag out of you guys. But you have to take the long route. Now this is one of those levels that actually broke because of the letters. What I did was I went through the level pack and level editor, went through all the levels that had letters like this, and re-added each individual letter from the new object palette in place of the old letters that actually couldn't parse. And I even asked on the level editor, I'm even asking the Baba's U Discord what was going on, and some people were like, oh, the level pack might be using the old object palette. Then I started looking up on Google, and some people were like, try adding objects that were meant to parse into the thing. Okay, so I did that. Then I tried a thing. Just adding the letters again. Because with this level pack, the objects are already there. It's just the matter of why weren't the letters working in the first place? Oh, you'll see why. When I make Kiki is you with just these letters. Now, if you're confused about the letters, I'll tell you one thing. This is one of those that was in the meta. Because there's an area in a meta world in Baba that, well, it's hard to explain, but it demonstrates the use of the A, B, C letters in a level, and ultimately, by applying rules, you can create stuff like this. Yes, you can still parse Kiki as you. Which ultimately means that because we have we have two keys on the board. One of them just has to bring the Y up, the other is blocked off by a box, which is shut and stop. You can't really work with it. So what do? Well, the other Kiki can just come up. And form key, but that's not the key I want. Really? I want to make... Here. Let's move flag out of the way for this. Here, I need to do a thing. To set this up proper the way I want it to, I'm gonna advanced set up this to say, oh, we're gonna make key vertically, but for what purpose? The key has the text we need. So then we create key as you. The other key text is not parsed because there's no rule attached to it, but the other key, but the horizontal key is. So fun fact, when I was trying this level out for the first time and noticed that the key wasn't being parsed, I'm like, yeah, I need to ask about this. Then people were like, yeah, it was probably using an older object palette. Oh. Now this is something I really need to look out for. Hey, at least I did something, right? So yeah. With key open, I can then do this. But now I have no key to work with because the other key is actually blocked off by a set of walls on the corner there. Oh, we'll need that key later. I just need Kiki again. But I have to be super careful too because there is a Kiki in the way of certain letters. Do I need open though? Because there's no box in here, and boxes stop and shut cannot be changed. Yeah, I don't need open, but... Yeah, you're right. I don't need this, I don't need the is open over here. I can just put that to the side. But what I can incorporate is... First, key is once again me. There is a key on top of text, I won't worry about that. Really though, to prevent breaking, I do this. Further prevent breaking, I do that. And then, actually, is it gonna release the M while it's there? Yes, it can. And then I can just break Kiki's U like that, and then Kiki's are like that. So what's next? This M can do something. Now, for those of you confused about the purple guys, watch what happens when I say, me is you. And I'll have to prevent breaking just by doing this again. But I need flag as you again, because, well, here's the thing. When I first did this level, after fixing the letters, I initially put is you to the side without even realizing that that's required for the win condition. Because if whatever's you is not on top of whatever's something that's win, the level isn't win. Essentially. So, where's our flag? Now, me released an A. I know one word we can make with it. And I just said that word. Yup. We're making something create flag on top of it. But what do we have left? A me, a Kiki. We don't have enough letters for either of them. The only thing we have is key. So the key inside the box is what we need to make this flag and ultimately finish this level. Demonstration done. Now, level 5, Immortality. Huh. Not Baba is not Baba, so object transformation is not applicable here. Baba is melt, lava is hot, fire is hot and stop, wall is stop, tree is shut and win, Baba is open. But Baba is you and safe, so essentially, to say the least, because Baba is melt, normally lava would melt us. But because Baba's safe, it doesn't. If I suddenly broke Baba's safe, then yes, it would do that. But because fire is hot and stop, yeah, that's probably not going to do a thing. But we can change Baba's melt. We can change Baba's melt. What do we change it to? Well, there's an open 2 blocks near fire, and I can easily demonstrate this if I go into settings and then turn on the grid. you can easily see, yes, there are 2 of them there. Now I'm going to turn off the grid, because that's just a demonstration. So, Baba is melt, right? I can then go here, make it like this. Because if something is both hot and melt at the same time, it essentially melts itself. Truthfully, we don't need that is melt anymore. I could use something with this. But what? Well, we have a spare is. We don't need this melt anymore, so I can just set this to the side. But I need that space for pushing. So, what do I make? I could make something. First off, Baba is open just essentially says, yeah, Baba opens a tree, because tree is shut. I can't do that. Tree is not... Yeah, Baba is safe, but tree is not. Tree needs to be on top of Baba for the level to be over, and because Baba is open, and tree is not safe, tree just disappears. So how do we solve that issue? Now, currently Baba is safe. I could make tree safe at the same time. We have an and here. Alright, so let's do that. I'm going to temporarily remove Baba's safe for the moment. But not like that. I want to go like that. Sakuban rules, friends. Now, create this, bring this Baba over. That will be that. So that just creates tree and Baba for now. Where's our is? We have an is trapped where Baba is you, an is trapped where lava is hot, an is trapped where fire is hot and stop, an is trapped where wall is stop, an is trapped where not Baba is not Baba, an is trapped where tree is shut and wind, which is required, an is trapped where Baba is open. All we have left is the spare is from fire is melt. We can just use this. I love my long explanations, because then we can finish off by saying tree and Baba is safe, and with one more move after this, level is done. Now, here's another one. Safety Dance. This is another one of those levels that wasn't on here, but this one kind of struggles me a little bit, and I'm probably sure you can see why. Let me turn off my face cam so you can... Actually, I don't need to turn off the face cam because all the rules are on the screen. Baba's you, wall is stop, flag not without Kiki, and me is win. Baba is open and safe, door is shut and safe, Baba is defeat, Baba is hot, flag is melt, box is weak. So this confuses me. I had multiple ideas for how to approach this, but nothing is coming to me, and there is no video explaining what to do here. So, for those of you that have played this level and have found their own solutions, tell me down in the comments how you would approach this level, just by looking at this very level. Hey, I'm gonna do a thing. Turning off my webcam real quick to show you guys this, but if I showed you guys like this, right? Not the game, but this. Yeah, take a screenshot of this, see how you would approach this level, and tell me in the comments how you would. Maybe I'll do another video later down the line showing this off, but for now, I'll leave this level for another video. How about level 6, Spawnpoint? Alright, here we go. We have flag is push, Baba is you, wall is stop, lava's defeat, flag without Baba make Baba, Baba is fall. Now this is a different kind of fall, and this is one of the unique ones from the level editor. This actually forces fall in one direction. You also have fall going right, going up, going to the left, and this excuse me, editing Jalen, don't do this, I got this. You have fall going down, you have fall going up, you have fall going to the right, you have fall going to the left. There, editing Jalen, you do not need to do anything. So, the first move once again is forced, because there was no Bob on the board. Now there is. The next few are actually forced, because flag is push, lava is defeat, and Baba is fall. And flag without Baba make Baba, because if I just push... Now let me stop here, and I'll tell you guys what's going to happen. I'm going to give you guys a synopsis on what's going to happen. Once this move is made, flag gets pushed to the wall. Baba falls into the lava, ultimately going weak from the lava being defeat. That very instant, that flag respawns Baba in that direction. There's a reason why this level is called Spawnpoint, and this move shows why. But if I kept trying to push flag, you can see what's going on here. Yeah, if I kept going left, the process would repeat. So yeah, instead of just pushing it down like that, I need to break Baba's fall, and that's easy, I can just do this. Oh, but flag is also push. So I could just do a thing, right? I could just say Baba's fall like this, but then ultimately Baba would fall back down into the lava and I'd have to do the process all over again. No, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna go is like this, right? Bring it like that, and then I could say flag is fall like this, right? But this is a setup. Because I need to set up where flag needs to fall first, because if I pushed it like this and had flag as fall right away, this move would have made flag fall into the lava and I'd be soft locked. At least until I undo. So really I should be doing this. Putting flag up here. What does this create the effect of? Well, flag is fall ultimately means that flag just goes boom. Like that. Now if I've hit Baba, now I could just send myself back to the flag right away and be like that, but I'd lose access to flag is. I need flag is to work. What do I need? Well, the two text that is. So all I need to do is just bring these two flag is down like that. Like that. And the shortcut would be to just touch the lava and get respawned. But I'm gonna do the long way and just go the way some people would do it. Like that. Now, here's a defeated purpose. I'm creating flag as win, but flag is also push. You remember flag without Baba make Baba? All I need to do is touch the lava and... easy. I could go into full detail as to how, if you tried going onto the flag from the bat, I could demonstrate by saying, oh, flag is push just shows that flag, if you try to go on the flag right away, it just pushes and you can't do anything. You need the lava to help. That's what I'm demonstrating there. So that was life. On to death. We have predicted date. Baba is you, cliff is defeat, flag is win, pillar is stop. We'll open text skull, me, without, move, push, and letters that form Ides. Beware the Ides of March. Anyone remember Caesar? Anyway. My first instinct. We don't have anything directly from the obvious that we can do, but when we see the letters, I don't know what we can do with the D and E that can help us here, because it doesn't look like we can make anything out of them, so all I can really do with these is just push them to the cliff. Now, I could just go right in and say this. Cliff is defeat basically says that. And that's required for the purposes of this level. With all that's left, we have an IS, which we can use to make is, which we need for this. So I'm going to do the thing and just say me is... I could say me is move, but there's nothing to help us here. Because ultimately the end goal is to try and get to the flag. The only thing that's there is a skull. I could say skull is you, but it's not easy because I can't break Baba as you. I have a without, which I can use to make skull without Baba as you, but that would require me getting rid of Baba. And I think if I created skull without Baba as you, without getting rid of Baba, Baba would no longer become you. So let's demonstrate. I'm gonna first create me as push. I want to set up so that we push skull first. Me as move just says, yep, we set the skull up and we set the skull text up in place. But now I need me as push again because that. Let me set you up a little further because I might need a little time for this. I'm gonna push without, okay? So let me test the theory first. If I put skull without Baba as you, without getting rid of Baba first, would that say nothing is you? Because there's Baba on the board and skull is only you if Baba's not on the board. So let's see what happens. Yeah, I can't do anything because saying skull without Baba is you no longer means Baba is you. So I can't do that. So really what I need to do is just get rid of Baba before without gets there, which is why I needed that extra time. Now I could just go straight into the cliff and just be like, be gone! And this is that's how the video actually does it. Really, I could just also do the same thing and not break the music by doing this, and then... But even then that defeats the purpose. So I should be doing this. You really need to get rid of yourself before skull without Baba as you becomes changed. Anyway, easy win. Easy win. Easy win. Yes, I know I've been at this for long, but this is why I like to do this. I like to make full-on videos of these kinds of things. I may as well do it. Simple as that. How about level B? Oh, Frankenstein. This is going to be an interesting one, and I've seen this one. This is a very unique one that actually creates a big twist. And the rules kind of make sense for this one. Okay. Skull and shirt and jelly and hand is group. Group is you. Essentially this means that all of these guys are you. Group on not flag is weak. Group not near shirt is empty. Shirt is shirt. Hedge is stop. Flag is win. Me is sink. Saying group on not flag is weak is saying, oh, stack it on top. It's possible to stack these two on top of each other, but ultimately that's just saying because this is Frankenstein and ultimately weak body, weak system. Now there's a good reason why I got rid of the shirt, because group not near shirt doesn't exist. The Frankenstein needs a heart to live. Oh. I just did that. So easily you could just say that this is defeatable because you can't really work with it, right? Orthogonal directions? Saying near just says diagonal direction. The skull doesn't empty until that point. But it looks like I need all four of skull, the two hands, and jelly to sync the me's. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I messed that up. I definitely messed that up. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, I can't really do the stacking thing. Okay, that stacking's not gonna work. That's absolutely not gonna work. I need to reform... For this to work, I need to reform the Frankenstein the way it was. The head's currently separated. The head's currently separated. I need to get it back together. Same thing with the hand. That's separated. Oh, easy peasy. But then that does that. So now what do I do? Ultimately, I need to... see if this can be a thing. See if I did this. This took me a while to get to, and even the video didn't even help me with the moves that I need. The moves have to be precise for this to work. Ultimately, I need the Frankenstein normal at this stage for this to work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So what do? I could ultimately do this. Oh, but then I can just do that and then... See what I'm doing here? Aha! You see how the movements have to be so precise for things to work? And now I can just do the thing. Let's first get rid of a hand. But how does one get rid of a hand, you may ask? Well, I'm gonna first get rid of the head. Skull, be gone. We have a headless Frankenstein. Now we have a handless Frankenstein, but what about the other hand? Easy. Oh. I was gonna say easy until that happened. So then ultimately we just do this, and then this, and then... Oh, wait a minute. I can't do anything because... Hand is empty, just says... Oh... I can do this though. But then I have to bring Jelly back forward. The legs go above the shirt. But then that means I can use shirt to create flag as win. Really, I need the shirt there. That's all I needed. Which leads into our bonus level, Frankenstein 2, also not in the video. Again, skull and shirt and jelly and hand is group. Group is you. Group on not flag is weak. Group not near shirt is empty. Shirt not near shirt is shirt. Flag is win, me is sink, hedge is stop. I don't know why you have shirt not near shirt is shirt. Because... You're not doing any object transformation here. I don't think. Ooh, now this becomes difficult. Now that becomes extremely difficult. Oh, actually, I think... Because the movements need to be so precise, one movement can create terribly wrong things. So ultimately, everything you can try just turns into, oh, weak, defeat. Simple kaput. But you could try something else like this and be like, hey, this works. Until that. Really, I just need the legs back the way they are. How does one do that? I could just go in like this, mayhaps? And do... I could do so many different things right now to try and get that to work. I mean, really I can get the skull back like that. But I think the ultimate end goal here is to try and see if... Oh, I know what to do here. This one's easy. That one was... I was gonna say, that one was super easy until that happened. So now the skull's back in order, but really I need these me's gone. Again, we can get rid of the head like that. Next, I can do the thing and get rid of a hand, just like that. But then move remove shirt just means everything else becomes empty. I don't want that. So ultimately, I could just do that until that happens. So really, I cannot have the hand like that. I can have the hand like this, I think. I'm not mistaken. But then that just does that, and then I can't do anything. I could do that? I mean, that works? Question mark? Oh, but that does that, then this does this. So ultimately, I think I need to... Yeah, I don't want to create the square. I want to try and get rid of the me's. Even with so many playthroughs, I have struggled with this. So I could go in and say the same thing I did with Safety Dance and say I give up. You guys do it in the comments, but I've already beat this before. I'm trying to remember how to do it. I think what I did was that, which then ultimately turned into not that, but not that, but this? No, that creates an empty. No, that does nothing. Oh, I can do this. Ultimately, that just means sync that. Yeah, I see what's going on here. Then ultimately just do this, bring the jelly up, jelly this way, and we're done. Easy. Love levels like that, where you don't have to really change the rules. Next up is Plague. Ooh, you're gonna love this one. Okay, Bob is you, hedge is stop, crab is sink, water is not more. Flag without crab is win. Now, I like how the level, I like how Hot Hut does, I'm calling him Hot Hut instead of the triple Hut because, shortening. Don't worry about it. I could just go straight for water is defeat more here, however, don't forget that water is not more. That just does nothing by itself. Which is where the extra Bob text comes in. I could instead say, here, let me demonstrate the water is defeat and more first. That X tells you something. Water is not more, just negates water is more. So we can't do that. What we can do is bog is defeat and more, but we don't have a bog. What can we use? Well, we don't have a text saying water is water, which would lock water in place, which means we can do some object transformation. Water then becomes bog, like so. But now we're going to do a step-by-step process, and I'm going to slow this down versus the original video, which sped this up. But I'm going to slow this down, go step-by-step, show you how this works. Because flag without crab is win. And from this position, I bet you we can get there in time. Now watch how the bog and crab sync, preventing any actual obstruction. I like. So if I kept going, the spread just goes. This is why the level's called Plague, by the way, because you're spreading a basic plague that says, oh, you're killing off the wildlife here. Okay, no, it's not the bubonic plague for those that are into that type of history. So yeah, getting close, and this thing is getting really close to us. I am very afraid. I am very afraid. Okay, we may not have had a good good position to work with here. We may not have had a good position to work with. Truthfully, we need the water to go here first, and then we have the extra room. So, step by step. Notice now, you can see now that we have just a little bit extra space, and by the time we get to here, the bog is already another space behind us, instead of just right on our tails. I could then do this, now the bog is on our tails, and we can easily make the flag. Like so. It's just the way you have to actually form the word water is bog. It's just the way you have to do it that counts. Otherwise, it doesn't count. Anyway, next is targets. Wonder how this one will work. Baba is you. Text and Baba is weak. Ultimately, I want to create Baba's win on the corner. But we have a lot of letters. And I think I have a feeling I want to do this in a specific order. What do we got? What do we got? We have bog, box, cog, dot, robot. Text in Baba is weak just says, oh, because hedge is not stopped, I can easily go over the hedge, but because Baba is weak, that defeats the purpose. I can't go past the hedge at all. The text can go past the hedge, but because text is weak, it just says that. But I don't want to break text too early. So what do? Well, first I'm going to set up the robot text just by a little thing I call this. Ultimately, the end goal is to get rid of all the other things so I can go in here and make Baba's win. How else can I do it? Because we have an is empty in here. If I did this, then that defeats the purpose. I could just do that at the end. But what order do I need to target these items? I think we have to spell instantly. We have... Okay, I think it looks like... The easy one we can deal with is the middle O here. This one is easy. Robot is the odd one out, and which is why we have that RO at the very end, just as a backup in case we ever need to make that spelling. So what do we have? For the last letter, we have 3 options, 2 of which can be T, 1 can be X, the other 2 can be G. We also have options for that first or third letter depending on what it is. The letters being B, C, and D. We can make dot, robot, box, bog, cog. Did I just create an order? Funny enough, that's the original order that Hot did when he made his video on this pack. So I'm gonna try the other order. This is gonna create the same way. Now keep in mind that essentially just says, oh, that essentially just says, you want a specific order. Well, reverse that order and it still applies. So ultimately, I can go, the video just goes dot, robot, box, bog, cog. For this one, I'm going to do something a little different and go the reverse order. What do I mean by this? Well, first I'm going to create cog is empty. That's easy. There's no COX is empty. For degenerates, don't bother. But there is BOG, bog, is gone. Now know how text is weak? Just says, oh, go on the hedge, bam, you're gone. We don't need that text anymore. Simple enough. Next, we don't have DOG. We don't have a dog, but we have a box. We don't have DOX, which is weird as fuck for Baba anyways. But we have BOT in the form of robot. Now we don't have... Now the only thing left is that dot, which we can just do like this. And since we don't have anything, we can just... really, the extra bit I can do here is just do this, and then nothing is empty anymore. And final conclusion, bam, Baba's win. See, getting around an obstacle just means creating empty out of everything. Making something vanish, basically. Next is Curse of Immortality. Here we go. What do we got? I'm gonna start with the... Oh, here's one that's under my face cam. Bat and boxes stop. Bat and boxes stop. So, I can't go past the box. I can't go past these bats. What do I do? What else do I have behind the hedge? Hedge is hedge. Hedge is also stop. So I can't go past the hedge because that's what makes these non-changeable. Not Baba is not Baba, so I can't do any character changes. Flag is flag. I can't transform flag. Luckily, Baba is you and Baba, but Baba is also safe. Flag without Baba is you and win. I also have text behind box and bat to say safe, Baba, and not. But we also have bat is not defeat formed, which makes sense because bat stop. What could I do? Well, remember in the previous level we had stuff transforming into empty? I think we could do the same thing here with bat is not bat as my first transformation, which just says, oh, we can't have a bat anymore. But now I don't have a bat to work with. Oh, we can still make a bat. Now you might be thinking, the thing I'm gonna do right now is say not Baba is bat. Doesn't that defeat the purpose because you'd be transforming everything that's not Baba? Well, don't forget, flag is flag, hedge is hedge, Baba is Baba. Because saying not Baba is bat is saying... Now because saying not Baba is bat could just easily say anything, but we don't have box as box. The only thing that is transforming is the box. And then I have to recreate Baba is not bat to get the other text. What do we need by the other text? Now what could I create? Here. I have a problem to demonstrate here. We have the only text the only two possibilities I could create here are combining not bad is not safe with Baba's defeat, or Baba's not safe with not bad is defeat. Now, the second one is a problem. Because by saying not bat is defeat, you're also making flag defeat. And ultimately, flag without Baba is you and win, which ultimately defeats the purpose. So, I ultimately want to create the first possibility, and first form Baba is defeat. I'm going to form this one vertically, because if I created the other one vertically, then there would be problems. There's a reason why I'm going to do this horizontally, and it's because of the length. The other thing I'm going to do, and I said this already, not bat is not safe. Just by going like this. Now, going here just says, oh, you're crossing out Baba is safe at the very bottom there. Ultimately, that instantly transforms flag into you, and the level is over, like so. Here is another level that was not in the original video. Still here. So now this is a very interesting puzzle. This is a very interesting one indeed. Because now we don't have a safe. Because I can't create not bad is not safe. It's still the same thing on the other side. Hedge is hedge and stop, bat and box is stop, not baba is not baba, baba is you and baba, baba is safe, flag without baba is you and win, flag is flag, bad is not defeat as the start. So here's what I'm going to do to start this off. I'm going to free both of the baba and flags by saying baba is not bad. No, bad is not bad. I'm sorry, bad is not bad. Once again, I'm going to create not baba is bad. So again, some of the stuff actually looks the same. It's the basic principle you remember from the original Baba is You. There are levels that look alike, but there's subtle differences. Like this one, where you have defeat in place of safe. Now I could just go Baba not bad, not that bad is not bad again. But I want flag without Baba is you and win. Here, I'm gonna make bad is not bad again. I probably don't need the defeats here. Because this defeats the purpose of Baba's... Because this defeats the purpose because Baba is safe. So bad is not bad, right? Now, this is the interesting thing that creates the change, right? Let's say not bat is not Baba. Does that defeat Baba is Baba? And ultimately, I don't need those defeats to begin with. Maybe? I knew it! I knew it! It crosses off Baba is Baba. Because that ultimately means saying not bad is not Baba, that just ultimately implies Baba is not Baba. Simple. Anyway, Forbidden Relic. Oh, this one's gonna be interesting. Baba is you, and I could ultimately make Baba win here. Level without orb is weak, because if I do... Now, wall is stop, something could become flag. Now this is interesting. I'm going to take a turn to pause. Level without orb is weak. Just says there's no orb there, the orb is the life force. All I have to do here is just say dot is orb. Simple as that. That's the one turn that forces this level to stay alive. But the problem here becomes you could possibly transform orb into flag, which ultimately says you've defeated the level. In that fashion. So what do we do then? Well, remember when I said not Baba is not Bob, no, Baba is not Baba defeats Baba is Baba. And because Baba is Baba implied that you cannot transform Baba. So I couldn't say Baba is Bat, for example. Well, I could do the same thing here. Orb is orb forces the transform to not occur. Orb cannot be flag. Which now means I can take this win out. And I don't have a dot, so I can't make dot win. What I can make win is up here with Baba is you. And win. There you go. And that completes this area. Well, bar for that one extra level at the very bottom over there, which I couldn't complete. Again, tell me down in the comments how you would solve that level. Anyway, Edge of Reality, we're almost done. This is the last level of this entire pack, or the last set of levels. Anyway, we're on Edge of Reality. Basically the edge of the known world because there's a water there. Anyway, the next level is called Zombie. Wonder what this one looks like. Also, considering this is spooky season, or at least spooky season by the time I'm recording this, by the time you're seeing this, it's already past spooky season and we don't have to worry about it. But when I'm recording this, it's spooky season. Anyway, Baba and Kiki is you. Baba on Skull is Kiki. It's just saying, oh, you do this. Kiki on Love is Baba. Baba on Bug is weak is just saying that. And then Kiki on Ice is weak. So it looks like... Here, it looks like Baba can only go on Ice, and Kiki can only go on Bug. I'll demonstrate by trying to put Kiki on Ice. Anyway, Kiki is green. Wall is stop. The goal is to make Flag win. Bug is Bug. But ultimately I could make that transform by saying... But ultimately I can make the transformation by saying Bug is Ice, Ice is Bug, but that also means Love is Skull and Skull is Love. I think the level designer may have defeated the purpose of this level here. Because if I tried a thing... Right now I can't do anything because there's no ice to actually get me anywhere. There is Bug to get me somewhere. What I have to do is just transform myself into the green Kiki, and I can walk on a Bug. To demonstrate Kiki on Ice is weak, I turn right for a moment. And there you go. That's gone. So... Then transform Kiki back into Baba by pushing you guys on Love, right? There you go. Now I make Flag win. But here's the thing on why I said the level creator has defeated the purpose in this one. Because I could make Flag win, the level solution that is intended here is you gotta transform Bug as Ice into Ice and then Ice into Bug back and forth simultaneously, right? But what do I mean by defeating the purpose? Well, I could just do this. I could just go all the way back using the same exact method. Smart play, Hot Hot. Smart play. You actually got me there. I thought you defeated a huge purpose there. But what actually happens is your only skull is here. That transforms you into Kiki, right? But you can't go anywhere with this Kiki. And if you transformed yourself into Baba right away, bam, gone. Another defeated purpose. So, you actually have to alternate Bug and Ice simultaneously. This creates a new maze entirely, and I'll show you why. Because... And this is every turn, too. Every turn, Bug becomes Ice and Ice becomes Bug. Simultaneously, Love becomes Skull and Skull becomes Love, like so. But I need Ice back. There. I can then walk on ice, walk on ice, walk on ice, walk on ice, over and over again. That Love is going to turn into a skull next turn, making me Kiki, and then I can walk on Bug. Oh. Oh! Baba on Skull is Kiki, and then it doesn't... My friend, we may have a problem. Or do we? Do we have a problem now? Do we have a problem now? Just finding solutions at random. Even if you don't have to transform, it just happens right away. Anyway, Puddle. What do we mean by Puddle? Anyway, Baba is you, flag is win, wall is stop, door is shut and stop. Oh. Idle, all, and text is more. If I paused and made it turn without moving. Yup. Yup. But I kind of need to get to key. Because ultimately what that idle thing does is if you took that turn, then that action happens. If I actually moved, the action wouldn't happen. So ultimately, the action actually creates keys push and open like that. But we don't have enough keys. We probably don't have enough keys to work with to begin with. So let's just do this. Again, we don't have enough keys. We can make more. Do we have enough keys now? I bet you we do. Yup, we do. Just three idle moves versus no, just 2 idle moves versus 3 that the video originally intended. Anyway, aura, level edge 3 aura. Oh. Now this one's also different from the original video because in the original video you had a Baba against a wall, which kind of defeated the purpose here. But this one produces the same thing anyways. So, what do we have? More exclusive text from the level editor. Baba is you. Wall is stop. Flag without box is win. Okay. So I could do a thing. Baba near bird is power. What does this imply? Well, power will show you. Powered, all and text is yellow. Is that saying the level is powered? Then we also have powered Baba is not you and move. So what is this saying? I'm going to demonstrate by pushing Baba near a bird. So if I made the next move now, Baba's no longer me, right? Everything is yellow to indicate we're powered. Then I take 2 turns and we're back. So that's what should be happening. Now, there's a powered and an is on a wall there. Could I do something? Now, here's the thing. I could say powered Baba is flag, but ultimately that's just keeping everything powered to begin with. Or it could just say, oh, because Baba is gone after that, no longer powered, and there's nothing that's you. So, that defeats the purpose. We can't do that. There's a box trapped up there. How do we get that? Well, this is where we need that extra Baba. So we're gonna say powered flag is Baba. Now, flag without box is win. We don't have a win condition here. We need to get rid of that box, but that box text is trapped. We have flag and Baba text. We can use that to our advantage by just saying powered flag is Baba. So ultimately this just says, create another Baba out of a flag, and then take 2 turns, and there's your Babas. Oh wait, there. Let me do a thing. I don't need this Baba text. I can just put you up to the side. Let me move the flag text over here because box is going to transform into flag. Here's the thing I'm going to do. Get you over here, get you up here, get you here, but then I have to do a thing because I need you over here. To rescue the box text, I need that to go there, and then ultimately what happens... See that? teamwork. I have another puzzle game that involves a little bit of quote-unquote teamwork that is coming out very soon. And I've been playing that on Twitch when that releases, so feel free to follow my Twitch. The link can be found down in the description. Speaking of Twitch, once this set of level packs is done, I might consider going into Twitch and playing some level editor levels on Baba Is You. So if you want to see that, feel free to drop me a follow there on Twitch as well. Thanks. Anyway, Powered Box's flag. I am promoting my Twitch because I am in a middle of a transition from YouTube over to Twitch, so that's kind of a thing. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm not going to stop YouTube, it just means I'm going to be toning down the YouTube in favor of Twitch. Anyway, Powered Box's flag. Now, this is just saying that once we power the entire level, that box transforms. Let's do that. And then the conclusion of this level, that is. Funny enough, I've created a whole movie out of this. Yeah, I'm already recorded like an hour and 30 minutes. The video's shorter for you guys. I mean, roughly an hour and 30 minutes of recorded session. Editing Jalen is toning this down right now as we speak. I mean, editing Jalen had already toned this down, and the timestamps you're seeing down below is a lot shorter than what I said. Anyway, literacy. Ooh, it looks like we may have a defeated purpose here. Baba is you, flag is win, wall is stop. But actually we don't have a defeated purpose. Baba is not text can be changed. And we also have a near text. Okay, so you may have initial defeated purpose by saying, we can change Baba's not text into not Baba's text. You might be thinking, well, that loses our flag, right? Well, you're right, but at the same time, I have another task in our hands, because you have a near there, aren't you? Then it looks like you don't have anything to work with. This is true. Because when you say not Baba's text, all you have is just Baba and the text. That's it. Now let's break this. And by breaking it, I mean just doing that. Because ultimately, this just says that. Anyway. I want flag back, though. We have a flag text as a result of not Baba's text. So I could just say text is flag, but that ultimately breaks all rules and everything. The level's just done. Can't win it. But we can change some text. Remember I said there was a near text here? Well, I could make text near Baba is flag. If I said text near not Baba is flag, the level's done. I need to make text near Baba is flag, well, for that one rule, because ultimately 2 of those texts is going to become flag in the first place. And then we have our win. Just 2 steps, 1, 2, and level done. Do I need a walkthrough for this? Certainly not. I may have studied the video for some points. Anyway, level A, corrupt save file. Maybe you recognize something from this one. Oh, you recognize a lot of things out of this, except a lot of things has changed. Now, the rule behind my face cam is wall is stop, and then wall is win vertical. You also have Baba is you, flag is rock, which just says... Now, as I was saying, wall stop, walls win, Baba is you, flag is rock just means this. We don't have a flag. But we can make a flag later in the line because we can break flag as rock. Now, I think I want to make something happen here because for this to work, we need to get Baba on top of a wall. But wall is stop. Maybe this level isn't so corrupt after all. We can still do this. I think what I ultimately want to do... Let's set up flag text first. That push is going to be useless up there. That push is going to be useless up there. We can't do anything with that push. What I end up doing here. So, let's put flag down here for a moment, because we're going to need that flag at that point later. We're going to be doing some object duping. But for that to happen, I need to make Baba's U vertically. Because we're going to need to transform rock into something. What are we transforming rock into? Remember why I said object duping? Rock is U. Now, I'm going to do a thing, and this may not be required, but ultimately I'm just going to do the thing and say, you are coming together. You're all coming together and looking like one single rock, like that. Now, this is the only start of creating Baba's U vertically. Because we have this extra is here that hasn't been used yet. We're using it to make Baba's U. And so we just push rock as U like this. Or rather, I'm going to hold off on that because I need to make the setup like this without transforming Baba into rock. Like that. Because ultimately I'd lose my purpose if I had done that. Now that all the thing is behind my face cam, you're gonna see it again soon. And you'll see what I mean when I do this. So, ultimately I have to break rock as U now. Because then, what I end up doing is I'm going to move Baba is U down. This is only the start of the setup here, because that ultimately says we could create rock is wall horizontally. Because then I can move rock here, and that's that. But the other thing, remember I said object duping. If I just said rock is wall like that, I wouldn't have a rock to transform into flag. This is why object duping is a beauty, because I could say both rock is flag and wall at the same time, which is a single move like this. Now we don't have rock, but we have many flags. That might not be a big case, is it? Because really I can just do this. Flag is Baba transforms flag into Baba. Baba on top of a wall just says we've won the level. Like so. You'll see the actual video. If you go through the actual video, you'll actually see the rules that were behind my face cam. The face cam kind of defeats the purpose anyways. If you don't want face cam in the next Baba's U video, then please feel free to let me know down in the comments. I could probably... Maybe I could also get my face cam. Maybe I can get my face rig, my VC face virtual model out for that one. So if you want the virtual model instead, feel free to let me know. Now, order-wise, the next level should be this one down here, which is Eternal Life. But let's go into that level to see what's up with that. Oh, this is the end level. I want to come back to this level. So, let's go to this level. Level Extra 2 Off Limits Relic. What do I mean by this? Off Limits Relic. Baba's U, flag is win, cliff is stop, key is open. I'm gonna go from bottom top from there. Doors stop and shut. Key on Baba is U. Bug is defeat and chill. So we no longer have key as push. The Sokoban rule only applies to text. Now, what does bug is chill mean? This is another new one that only applies to the level editor. Bug is chill. Let's make a move and see what happens. Oh, they all go in random directions. Ooh. So chill is basically... So bug is chill is basically bug is move, but the movement is RNG. Alright. Now this is other text you guys haven't seen yet from my channel, but is not exclusive to level editor, which is down in the lower corner there. Bonus. ultimately we need to create orb is bonus. We could also just go straight to the flag and win the level, but I want completeness here. By the way, in the previous version of this level, fun fact, in the previous version of this level, you may also see it in Hut's video. In the original version, it had a level without orb is weak text. Why did you need that? Is what Hut was thinking in later versions. So, we can just get it without, and actually count a bonus for our purposes. Yeah, Bug, you need to get out of the way. I don't want to be defeated. Okay, now, I could push this, but again, the rule here is key on Baba is you. There's no push. There's this. Now, which door do I want to open? I could break that door open, but we'd be soft-locked. Why? Well, because we have two Izzes blocking the only two paths to Orba's bonus. Really the only other door that I want to get to, and I'm going to have to take the long trip round, is that door on the lower left with the two keys. I have to be lucky here because RNG has to be on my side. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I see where we're going with this. I see where we're going with this. Bug, don't come near me. Do not come near me. Oh, you butt. Alright. Bug? I'm warning you. I can go this way. Okay. Bug? Okay, thank you. They're like mindless little guards, not knowing where they want to go, and they're not really following you. There is another exclusive text called Follow, which will be in a level in the next video, and that will explain how that works soon enough. But for the purposes, I think I want to go ahead and open this one. You may think I had one key. I got two. But now I need this bug to be out of my ass. Okay, thank you. Thank you. At least we got that out of the way. Which way do I want to go? I think... both ways are actually good. Both ways are good. I don't have to worry about anything of that nature. I could just create Orba's bonus vertically, and that would work. I could also create Orba's bonus horizontally, and that could possibly indicate... Let's make Orba's bonus vertically. But I need that bug to not go through here. Yeah, we blocked it. Notice that... now that red sparkle indicates something. If I go here, bug, can you not? Bug, can you not? Thank you. So if I touch the orb, this is also in the main levels, in 3 different levels, mind you. This is also in the main level. Watch what happens. Bonus. Now, what do you mean by bonus? Pause menu. See that orb and the orb counter there? If you went further into the main Baba Is You campaign, where I stopped at the main ending, that would be your bonus. But to keep that bonus, I think... yeah, to keep that bonus, really we need to win the level. If I left the level now, that bonus wouldn't count, I bet. So, really I need the RNG to be lucky with me again while I go to the flag. That bug is really blocking my path. Okay, we're good, we're good. Making me scared there. And now we're almost done. Well, again, if you made it this far, congratulations. You've managed to help out, or at least, well, here's the thing. You've managed to come this far. We've skipped a level only because I didn't know how to do it. Tell me down again, if you made it this far and haven't seen those portions yet, the level is called Safety Dance. You download Life and Death yourself, you go back in and fix those letters yourself. You go in and tell me, how do you play this level? Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, one level left. Eternal Life. This one is a simple solution already. Watch me. Easy. But we have another solution. Back into the level we go. Baba is you. Flag not without skull is win. Flag without skull is end. Baba eat skull. Another exclusive text. Eat. This is indicating something. And I can relate to a rule here to demonstrate this. Baba eats skull implies skull on Baba is weak. Observe. Skulls disappear. Now let's get rid of this life. Oop. Let's get rid of this life. It's not really text, it's just text formed out of skulls. Anyway, these last 3 skulls, and watch the flag. Yup! Remember that from the main campaign? Touch, and we're done! And now to prove myself. There you go. Life and Death, done. It took me longer than the actual video. That video was basically just the creator's speedrun, basically. But, an older version too, mind you. So yeah, that is the latest version of Life and Death with letters fixed. Now, next time I see you guys, we're gonna see another hot level, Super Baba 64. Now, after Super Baba 64, I don't know what I want to do with the channel because we're almost done with the Planet Coaster park as it is. You tell me down in the comments if you want to see more after Super Baba 64. If you want to see more level packs, any specific level packs you want me to play, send them to me. I will be glad to play it. Make sure they're new ones because older ones probably won't work. Unless I have to edit them myself. Oh, and if you want to demonstrate, let me go to Level Editor. Edit level packs. We go to Life and Death. How I did this was simple. If you made it this far, congratulations, you're at the secret point. Now, how did I do this? Let's go into, for example, the DNA level. Notice these texts up here. When I first downloaded this level and just played it off the bat, the Kiki text here wasn't gonna work. I'm gonna switch from controller to mouse here. I'm gonna switch from controller to mouse to show you what I mean. This Kiki text here, the letters here, when I tried forming Kiki as you, would not parse. By parsing, I mean, notice how Baba is you works. In computer science terms, the rules are parsed as follows. Object, verb, object or action. Rules can be done horizontally or vertically. And by parsing, the system just has to check the level from left to right, top to bottom, and verify in the form that it is, do you have a rule formed? The letters can form a word. And the complication with letters was just as simple. What I did to fix this level, among the other levels that are in here, is let's take this K, and just put it on top of the existing K, like bam, like so. The same can be done for this K, and then I go to the E, we do E, E, take the Y, put it here, take the M, put it here, and then take the A and take it here. There, level fixed. Now I'm done with this point, so I'm just gonna go back to main editor menu. There may be unsafe changes, don't change it, return. Now we're done. That's basically it for Baba's U. You'll have to figure out when we get to Super Baba 64 that one level that just didn't work when I first downloaded it. I was still able to complete it without the level, but when I fixed it, well, it worked. You guys can take a wild guess on what I did with that level before that video comes out in 2 weeks. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you saw, leave a like, post your comments, hit subscribe to the notification bell, share this video with your friends, and as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time. Also, if you have any level packs of your own, please feel free to post them down in the comments. Thanks!